By the year 2026, the UK government will possess sweeping new legal powers to look deep inside civilian bank accounts. This shift has raised fears of a 1984-style scenario, where officials judge every supermarket receipt or daily coffee purchase. The Department for Work and Pensions is launching a massive anti-fraud crackdown, but it relies on automated data triggers rather than human spies reading itemized statements. This legal boundary dictates what the DWP can see and what remains private. Over a single financial year, benefit overpayments caused by deliberate fraud and administrative mistakes totaled a staggering £8.6 billion. Under previous rules, investigators had limited reach. They needed specific, reasonable suspicion to legally request a single individual's financial records from a bank. The Public Authorities Act of 2025 radically shifts the burden of proof, giving the DWP the power to ask banks to proactively scan millions of accounts at once. Instead of investigating individuals after a specific suspicion is raised, the state now continuously verifies the entire population to catch anomalies. These automated checks run constantly across the UK's top 15 financial institutions, which hold the vast majority of claimant accounts. Through a system called the Eligibility Verification Measure, banks do not send over itemized receipts. They simply send binary flags when specific statutory boundaries are crossed. For universal credit, eligibility stops if your linked account exceeds £16,000, firing off a flag. The interface also monitors location. Using bank cards outside the UK for more than 4 weeks breaches the 28-day rule, triggering another alert. Your daily spending habits remain private. The algorithm is strictly searching for your total capital capacity and your geographical location. An automated flagging system lacks human context. It cannot distinguish between a deliberate attempt to hide wealth and a genuine, isolated mistake. Past iterations of this algorithm wrongly flagged 200,000 people. 2/3 of housing benefit claims marked high risk were entirely legitimate. Many fall into the gift trap, where a temporary transfer from a family member pushes a balance over the limit, initiating an automated investigation. While the technology casts a massive net, current laws restricts its reach. The DWP can legally verify capital, but they cannot demand spending surveillance or itemized transaction logs. Because the algorithm fails so frequently, the burden of proving that a flagged transaction was innocent now falls entirely on the individual citizen. If an automated flag correctly identifies a breach and the resulting overpayment is confirmed, refusing to repay the debt carries severe, escalating consequences. Under the 2026 enforcement rules, the government can bypass the courts entirely to pull owed money directly from your wages or your bank account. They are also deploying new lifestyle penalties. For persistent debt evaders, investigators can now ask the courts to suspend their driving licenses. An unanswered DWP letter can now lead to seized bank assets and the loss of physical mobility. In an era of digital side hustles and automated flags, keeping pristine, organized records of all your income is a primary defense. The most effective way to avoid a flag is to report any change in circumstances, like an inheritance or a large gift, immediately, before the automated system discovers it. If you are investigated, you have specific legal rights. You are allowed to provide screenshots of your account balances with all itemized spending redacted to prove you meet the capital limits. If investigators threaten to suspend your benefits unless you hand over your itemized shopping logs, this is legally considered unlawful coercion. The 2026 automated dragnet operates at a scale previously impossible. By holding the DWP to its strict legal limits, claimants can maintain the barrier between their public eligibility and their private finances,